Hi, Ray Jimenez here. I'd like to show you our application of ChatGPT into Situation Expert. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, Situation Expert is a problem solving learning platform. So it starts with a situation. We have a situation in here. For example, if I play this is on like about under 10 seconds, a video about a problem solving here.
Hey Chase, I heard your brother-in-law was having some kind of electrical problem with his tractor.
Yeah, he's having something going on. We're not sure if it's going to be a battery, an alternator, or a starter, but I do know one thing. This tractor sitting here is costing him a lot of money, and he ain't making none,
So that's the situation, what you call situation. And then we ask the learner to do an analysis. In this case, we are using a tool, which is the fishbone. And then we also ask them to come up with solution based on their analysis so they can see everybody's comments. And then we ask them to report an impact on how well their solutions would impact efficiency, savings, and quality. And then finally, we ask them to come up with resources. Where do you get resources that they can use for their learning? So the question is, how do we use ChatGPT as a conversation tool as part of this thinking process? So I'm going to illustrate to you bit by bit and see whether you can take advantage of these ideas and reflect on it and give me a feedback in terms of how well this serves your point. So the first thing I will do is I will put in here a question, which is primarily about the problem. I just pre-prepare this so that I can type it in here. I stated the problem, and then I ask ChatGPT to reprocess it. So GPT came up with this following information in here. So check the wiring harness, check the fuel system, the exhaust system. So it's giving some good ideas on what I need to do to reflect on it. There's 20 answers in here. But because I'm having a conversation with GPT, I can then reflect and simply say, so I haven't checked loose connections, so I can go do that. I can highlight it. And you begin to see it becomes yellow, and we put it on the highlight side. And then another thing, oh, maybe I should check the blockage or if there's any leaks whatsoever. Now it goes to the other side. And then blockage, overheating is a good answer in here. I haven't thought about that. Now, I am the mechanic, I am the learner, so I'm going back into here, ignition system. So I'm just going to put that in that area in here as a process. Furthermore, I would go back, oh, contamination. I didn't see the contamination and the wear and tear. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm asking a question to ChatGPT. It's giving me an answer. And then I'm going one step, which is our application, to simply help the learners to be able to reflect in these highlight questions in order to contribute to the answers. So let me do one more time here. Blockage. Check the ECU. I don't even know what the ECU is, but we can ask that question. Or can check also the malfunction in here. So now I have picked up the few highlight points in here. So we were asking a question of ChatGPT. But this time, I'm going to ask a question so that we can help more of the analysis. So my question, I'll go back into this area here. I'm going to ask a question with more detailed analysis. I'm going to use the question of the fishbone content. So let me go back in here and type in the questions I have pre-prepared for you. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to process it. Give a few milliseconds for a few seconds. Now what I have done is I have asked another question, which is all about using the fishbone analysis, and it's giving me some good insight, like you check with the equipment. I haven't checked on that area. I'm putting it highlighted there, malfunctioning, and then, oh, the environmental reason, I haven't checked on that, might be the condition of where it was stored, human factors, was there an incorrect maintenance, which is very, very possible. And then now I go in and I would now replacing faulty parts. That's very reasonable. So here you can see that I am having a conversation with ChatGPT, and it's giving me some of these questions in this area, and we have asked it already 2 or 3 questions. So my question to you is just a reflection. If I'm asking the learners in this system to do situations, analysis, solutions, what would be the most practical step that they will do when they now go back into this form in here? Will it be that they go back to the highlight ideas, learn from these highlight ideas, study this ECU, malfunction, and begin to use this background information so that they might be able to come up with analysis and complete it in this area? So there's a need for them not only to be dependent on the initial ideas of ChatGPT, but to synthesize this and then reflect on it and see whether it's valid, reflect on it, on whether it's useful, and they now enter it in the idea of their own analysis on how to solve the problems. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, get hold of me, go to Situation Expert and send a contact request so I can give you a preview of this in the next few weeks, whenever fully ready. And thank you so much. This is exciting times as far as using ChatGPT into a learning environment. Thank you.